Good morning, everybody. This is Fernando from Net to Network. The time is 4:57. The date is March 3rd, Monday. I just wanted to take the time for those people that are lazy and let you know that you gotta wake up. You know, you gotta wake up early and you gotta get done whatever needs to be done. I'm about to head out to Utah in a few minutes. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm about to head out to the Long Beach airport with a few people in a few minutes. We'll be going to Utah and reviewing a company that has the potential to be a billion-dollar company. I'm meeting up with a few people. One of them is Louis Perez. Then we have Keenan Johnson. We have Quang, and one other person that I haven't met yet. But I just wanted to take the time throughout the day for those lazy people to tell you that you gotta wake up in the morning and you gotta get done what needs to be done. If you don't change some of those bad habits, then you're never gonna get anywhere. Successful people don't wait for things to happen; they make things happen. Anyway, I'll keep you guys up to date as the day goes by. The flight should be leaving around 8. We'll be back here at 6:30 p.m. All right. Well, take it easy, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I get that right.
What?
You haven't slept?
I haven't slept. I'm starting to become a little senile.
We got Louis over here, Louis Perez.
I'll turn into Will Ferrell.
We got Keenan Johnson.
You're gonna wake up real quick.
Fernando C. Guzman over here. Put in some gas before we head out to Long Beach Airport. Time is about 6:20.
That's good.
Man, we'll be heading over to Utah in a few minutes.
I've never met a believer that doesn't go to church on Sundays.
Keep you guys updated in a few. Later.
I might get through security easier, but...
So we just got out of the clearance. Everything seems to have gone all right. There's Quang right there. Really good guy, humble. Anything? Yeah, of course, Quang. Anything you want to say to people who just aren't familiar with multi-level marketing or?
If you want to have sense of peace as far as income-wise, 5 years from now, network marketing is the business for you.
There you go. From one of the best, Quang. Any words?
We're excited to be here. A big thanks, a shout out to Keenan right here, Keenan Johnson right here.
Introduce us to some great people.
For taking the time to bring us out here and providing us with everything that's happening right now. Very big thanks. Definitely never ran into a leader like Quang or like Joel.
Don't run into the pole either.
That pole, we're talking about you. But, it's a good opportunity, you know. It's a good experience, and I'm glad that I'm with this particular I'm glad I'm with the right people at this moment.
Like we've always said, it's who you surround yourself with. If you want to be an athlete, you surround yourself with athletes. You want to be successful, you surround yourself with successful people. All right, guys, the time is 7:50. Got Keenan, got JetBlue, we got Quang loading up in the front.
This is pretty cool because we're doing the private flight. So it's not a private jet, but it's a private flight.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many times you got to walk on the runway, but here we are. We're about to go up our steps right now. Just do some business. I think the coolest thing is that I was able to meet these gentlemen through the internet, and thanks to the technology these days, we have that advantage. You know, I just go on YouTube, find people. You know, they were willing to put their information out there, and I was willing to make the decision to take action and take a step forward and actually contact them. Here we are. We're flying out to corporate, multi-$100 million company right now. We're going to go on our way to billions, and it all starts with these relationships. And I mean, what better way to do business, right? Most people are waking up, they're either going to school or they're going to a job. We're taking, you know, private flights to corporate doing business, you know? So that's the way to go. Everyone wants to retire, but why not retire young, right? You know, so it's good to get an education, but let's get a financial education. And the way to do that is to team up with the right people, learn from the professionals, and just make it happen. So here we go.
You gotta pick his brain.
I learned why most MLM corporates are in Utah. It's actually very interesting. That's very cool. That's very good information to have. Yeah, no, you're right. It makes perfect sense.
We'll need to change bags. I can take your back. Oh, no, I can grab one of those. For sure?
Okay. So it's really cool.
All right, welcome to Utah.
Like walking in the sun.
It is warm over here in the sun.
All right, here we are.
go, Danny. Touchdown in Salt Lake City.
Utah.
Kenny or Keenan. I'm Jerem Dastrup. Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
How you doing, Fernando?
Fernando, I'm Jerem Dastrup. Nice to meet you. And
How's it going, buddy? Louis Perez.
Louis?
Yeah.
I'm Jerem.
Nice to meet you.
Danny. Danny, it's nice to meet you. We might have to have one of you sit in the trunk.
That's fine. Get the skinny guy.
He folds it.
He's folded in half.
I'm small. I sit in the back.
No, that's fine.
Go ahead.
No. You deserve it.
Yeah. I think it is.
Introductions, guys. Germs is our North America sales director. Anything that going on in North America, Germ is the man. So glad that he's picked us up today. I thought it was somebody.
Yeah,
gonna
thank you
pick
very
us up,
much.
so.
Yeah, you bet.
And
I don't know-
in the Benz too, right? So
Yeah.
When a black diamond like Quang's coming in, I always go to pick those guys up.
the weather's not too bad here, Germ.
Oh no, this is great. I mean, it's been horrible for a couple weeks, and this is the first day we've had that's.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was gonna need skis coming out.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So ski my way onto the car. You know.
A couple weeks ago it was, man. It was a blizzard for like about a week straight.
Wow.
It was nuts.
We just had a rainstorm.
Yeah.
I know that's nothing compared to.
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
stuff, so-
I was in LA this weekend.
Okay.
And
so-
it was nuts.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen anything like it. In fact, my plane, I was supposed to take off at 6. It got delayed 4 times. I didn't get home until 2 in the morning.
Oh man.
To impress you, right? I say it to press upon you that of his mindset.
Not only that, but cash is the smart way to go.
We always encourage people not to
Yeah.
finance anything. You know, if you have to save up for it, like if you have to finance it, that just means you can't afford it.
Yep.
You know, and you
And
put
sometimes
yourself.
it's necessary, but it's still within perspective.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
It's
there's
still
things like
relevant.
homes, certain things that could obviously fly, but things like credit cards and
Wow. So this is it's already put when we bought it. It's all glasses, everything ready like that, or
Yeah. So what it was is we were looking for another warehouse, and this guy built it to just lease.
Oh.
And Ken came in and said, "Listen, I want to just buy it from you." And the guy's like, "I'm not interested." He goes, "No, you're interested. We're gonna make this happen."
oh wow,
And so they worked it out. The numbers were right. Ken bought it, and so May is when we're gonna move over there, and
Well, that's gonna be a distribution building, right?
it is.
Okay.
Yep. So these are our actual crops in India. We make it very clear that we do not own them. Ken wanted to own them, but after going through the process of trying to figure out how to own land in India, being an American, doesn't really happen. The government there doesn't want outsiders coming in. So what he did instead, and this is awesome, he made a significant investment into the village and the people that owned this land. To create that loyalty. And so the way that we harvest it is we're very meticulous, and we needed to update the machinery, and so he made that investment. This is the crop manager down here, and Rod Larson, our CEO, and Ken Brailsford, our founder. They do an inspection once a year, and he's been our same crop manager since 2005. And what's cool about that story is, Ken kind of changed the stars, so to speak, for that culture. Right, because of the caste system,
Yeah.
you're either royalty and government,
Yeah.
or you're poor.
Yeah, you're
And
untouchable.
these guys are middle class, and they're experiencing things in life that their ancestors wouldn't even dream of experiencing. So it's pretty cool. We flew him over and brought him to convention 2 years ago, and he just, that was like the story of the village, right? That this guy that shouldn't be making the money he's making and living the life that he's living is going to Salt Lake City, Utah, and getting his picture taken with hundreds, thousands of people,
Yeah.
and then them seeing that. It was awesome. Such a cool story.
that's cool.
Opportunity, ways to make money, and then pictures of our product. Ken Brailsford, our founder, he talks about Zija International being his legacy company. And what he's done is not only does he say that, but he shows it by his actions. So what I mean by that is John Brailsford, our VP of Logistics and Purchasing,
came to Zija about 4 years ago, and just because he's the owner's son, he didn't get the title or the job. Ken Brailsford made him go down to the shipping warehouse and get in the trenches and learn the ropes of what it takes to be a VP over that division. And he, last year, was promoted to VP of Logistics and
So
Purchasing.
it took him how many years to get promoted?
3.
His own son.
His own son.
Flesh and blood.
You gotta put in the work.
That's awesome.
Ryan Palmer, our VP of Sales, came to Zija International 3 years ago, and he started at the ropes, started at the very bottom, and worked his way up as he gained the knowledge, and last year was promoted to our VP of Sales, so global sales. And then Sherry Cutler, who is our Director of HR, is Ken Brailsford's oldest daughter, and she's been with the company since the beginning. And she used to be in the call center. She was a call center agent, and she worked her way up to be the Director of HR. So he makes him work for it, which is a true North principle.
Yep.
Right?
That's very, what I like to call traditional, but I mean proper.
Proper.
Yeah.
What I was raised on, you know?
They earn it, they learn it, they own it, and if it's going to be a legacy company, we got to make sure that it stays the way that it is. You know? So, all right, let's go eat. Jersey, and he's a family man. He quickly realized that that was not the lifestyle that he wanted. There was about 4 years that I have no memory of, very, very little, because he was a stockbroker. He was gone. He came from a very, very poor background, and didn't want that to stay, right? So he got out there and was willing to pay the price, and like I said, he soon realized that paying a price doesn't mean forsaking the family. So we moved back here. He worked for a local university. Got that. There's another one.
Thank you.
For a local university. Did a couple consulting jobs, things like that. I got done with college, got an awesome job with a firm in Northern California, in the Bay Area, and was there for 2 years and I hated it. And it kind of stunk, right? Because I studied finance, that's what I thought I was going to do. And I couldn't stand the way that they were set up. I just didn't like the industry. I thought it was very, I guess I just didn't like sitting down with people and telling them that we just lost 15%, 20% of their retirement. And then I had to make them feel like everything was going to be okay and that we were going to get it back, because I didn't believe we could get it back. Right? To recoup 15 to 20% could take 10 years. But you could lose it in 1 month, you could lose it in 1 day, and I just didn't like that concept. It didn't feel good here. So luckily, I'm a natural networker. I love people, and when I met with my clients, I always kept a piece of paper there that had all their information from the previous meeting. Special dates with the family, daughters graduating, recitals, college graduation, anything like that. So I'd spend 15, 20 minutes nourishing that relationship. Well, because of that, took me to my second job. It was with a company called New Spera International. We were a direct sales company. We weren't network marketing. We had 15 products that they wanted to take globally, and they hired me as their VP of sales for India. It's crazy. So I worked in India for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It was nuts. And in fact, when I got hired on, I didn't realize it was going to be for India, but as I went through the hiring process, they said, when they gave me that job, they said, well, we want you to be the VP of sales for India. I was like, where's that? Right? Like, I've heard, like...
India? It's real?
India, that's real. Like, that's Indiana Jones stuff, right? And so, long story short, I did all the market research. I spent 2 years there before we even launched, doing research on how to market the products, how to package the products, and then, of course, go through the registration process, which is very, very lengthy there. And I soon realized that I was becoming my dad, right? I was being paid very well, but at that, there comes a cost, and that cost was my wife and my 3 kids. And so I opened the doors to begin looking, and I met Ryan Palmer, our VP of sales, at the gym, and this is what's crazy. He lives 3 houses away from me, right? So I knew of him, but I didn't know him. Right? And so we just became friends at the gym, and we started talking, and he told me about Zija. He told me it was a Ken Brailsford company. Well, I grew up in the same town as Ken Brailsford. So, very reputable man. I said, I want to be a part of what he's doing. And so I came in and interviewed. It went well. And Ryan called me back and said, great personality, you have no experience. We're a growing company, we need someone with experience. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, Ryan, I'll make you a deal you can't refuse. And he said, I'm listening. I said, start me at the bottom. Start me at the bottom, hourly. You can pay me $15 an hour. I've got savings so I can take care of my family. Every 30 days you review me. If I'm learning and growing, you got to promote me. If not, I'm going to quit because I can't survive on $15 an hour. And in my short experience in the business world, I realized a few things. One, in order to be passionate about something, you have to suffer. If you look at the root of passion, you have to suffer for what you love. I love people. I love the idea of being here at this company. I saw big opportunity. And so I thought, all right, I'm willing to suffer. I'm willing to sacrifice and start at the bottom. So when I do get to the top, I'm passionate about what I do. I believe in the products. I believe in the comp plan. I believe in our executive team. I believe in our founder. And so it took me 5 months, and I got promoted to regional sales manager. So I worked right under Ryan. And then at 10, 11 months, which is right when Quinn came on, is when I was promoted to director of North American sales. So it took me 10, 11 months to get to that point. And I love it, man. I love what I do.
It seems like everybody here has to prove themselves. Yeah. It's cool. It's really cool. It's like...
Yeah, everyone has Kathy, our VP of New Market Development. She was the customer service manager. And that opportunity came, and she qualified. And
so you guys always basically hire from within?
We try to, right? We try to. Like in my case, I came from without, but I started in the bottom. I literally started as a customer service agent.
You came up with it.
Yeah. So.
That's good. That's cool.
That's kind of my story. And I love what I do. I mean, my primary responsibility is bridging the gap between the field and corporate. Ensuring that everything we do on both sides resembles a partnership. Because that's exactly what we are. If we're missing the mark on corporate, and you guys are saying, gosh, corporate's got to get together, they're missing it. That's my fault. I got to make sure that I'm listening to the field, so if we're going down the wrong road, I can quickly adjust. And
Jerome, I want to add on something that I really, want to appreciate you and your team here. When we came over, it was a chaos. I was a chaos because I didn't want to go back into it, but it was a chaos when people came. They signed up the wrong team. We never done binary system. We never done a product. To make it worse, we came in the system where, like that day, we wasn't decided whether we go with Zija or we not go with Zija. The bottom line, we came over, it was a chaos. People in the wrong team, wrong leg. It was a mess. I don't even know where my team is. Oh, where's my people? And it was different leg, right? And it not even under me. It was under somebody else. And to that. We didn't understand the auto-ship program, we didn't everything like that. And then not only that, we grew like Big Bang. It was a big growth, and Jerome.
Yeah, I mean, you had a couple thousand people with your team.
Yeah, just
all of you that came over. It was just overnight.
Overnight, and then you guys handle the shipping, the customer service, and everything. We were like so impressed. We were like, oh my goodness, we overload like. I mean, you imagine the 1,000 of people come in, right? With the auto ship coming out, people on the wrong leg, got to put it back right. Yeah, it was chaos.
World War III. And there's no company that keeps that kind of product on hand because that kind of explosion. I mean, we grew 20%. Literally,
Overnight.
Bottom line, 20% overnight.
Overnight.
Which is unbelievable. Yeah. And we didn't skip a beat. We had our manufacturing plant. We could manufacture as quick as the people were coming in. We could get it out. We were prepared. Yeah. And so you have someone like Quang that comes in like that. What you worry about is your attrition, right? Did people get lost in the whole mix of coming over? And I think we did a pretty good job.
Oh yeah,
you guys and us, we worked together.
Yeah,
as a team,
it was amazing.
We won.
That I thought I was gonna lose a lot of people because it was new transitions. People didn't get their product or they didn't get the paycheck, whatever. And it went so well, and that's why we still have everybody. And more after that, a lot of people look at us, right? Say, "Oh my God, it's unbelievable!" So from there we add a lot of new people to the team. So it was amazing that you and Ryan to the team here is handles.
Oh, I'm so excited.
We're going places. We're gonna be around for a long time.
for this.
We're about to get on the flight. Actually, we're about to check in right now from Utah. We still got Danny. Quang just got dropped by the CEO. Keenan's right here on the right. And Louis over here on my right. It's been a blast. It's been crazy. Met a lot of people. Done a lot of things. The food was pretty good. It's a great company. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Look forward to working with these people. Keep an eye out for them. And I'll see you guys back in Cali.
New group in Orange County that we had meeting there every week and everything. So I want them to see
that.
You know, most of the people here that have done quite a successful. Everybody sit in their car here or make quite a bit of money in the network marketing industry. But some way or another, a company failed them, something went down, something go wrong,
right.
Company shut down some way or another. And so for me, I know I went to one company and I know it's not pretty. You know, when you got your income up to $50,000 a month or $100,000 a month, and then something happened and rip under you, and you know, you got to start over again. It's not easy.
It's tough.
And it is tough. And so that's why this trip, I think, is important to, you know, not only about money, but to meet you and Jerm and you see the company and where we going, and the prepare that we have in place to really you know, build this, and hopefully you can feel in some vision for them.
Well, I think victory does start with vision. You know, you can't, if you can't see the path, then it's pretty hard to achieve the path, right? And so tell me, before I start and answer whatever questions you might have, tell me what you have seen today. Tell me where you have been.
I've seen great organization skills. You're just from the warehouse itself. It's just very well detailedly organized, which I'm very surprised. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm surprised, but I've just seen some bad warehouses before. So and then just the management skills, and then the team and the system that's been put into place. It's really great. And then just from meeting Quang, I kind of get a little bit of the culture. And then when you started talking about building the products first and starting it off slow, not jumping in and blowing up like many companies do, and then kind of half-ass it, I can see it going long term. So I think it's a great company.
Thank you. Yeah, anyone else have something to tell me? I mean, you've been to the warehouse, you've been to the manufacturing plant.
Yes.
We saw the new facility that's being
The new warehouse,
61, right?
Yeah.
61.
I'm very impressed by the fact that it's all in-house. Most of the things you guys do actually are in-house, which is something I really like. I'm really impressed with your marketing team. I think they're doing an amazing job. Like, we got a little bit of details on some of the upcoming things that are coming up because of the marketing, like the new first the star guide that you guys are coming out with. It's very detailed. I like how you guys even color coordinate. You're color coordinating the way that your company is going to be displayed or portrayed by its business owners. I like that a lot. Like, for me, marketing is huge. I'm big on marketing. That's one of my main, I think you can say it's one of my main assets in this business, is just marketing. How you market products. How can you, like, everything you do for your product, the way you package it, the colors that you use, it's all psychological to the point where it's going to be more appealing, you know? Certain colors appeal to certain things. And I like marketing. It's huge. I love everything. I love the color coordinations. I love the color layouts.
Did you walk through the marketing team?
Yeah, we actually met all of them today.
Did you notice how young they are?
Yeah, they're all young. It's a very young and innovative company, and
that's a big part of why why we are successful in our marketing. We're never content, by the way, as successful as we are. We're, like I said, we still view ourselves as a startup. I will view ourselves as a startup until I get to the $1 billion mark, and then we'll work on a little bit of a different mindset. But until then, everybody has to kind of focus as if we were a startup. So that's our mentality. We want to be young and lean as a company, but also young-minded and physically fit, and all that's important to us. So good. I'm glad you saw that, because it's a big focus for us to try to keep young-minded people doing what they do.
Oh, the application as well. Oh, that's a great idea. The app. The Miracle Foundation.
Yeah.
Amazing. Once again, it's all marketing.
Yeah.
Superb.
Yeah.
Superb. I love it. It's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, we're just starting with the Miracle Foundation as well. You know, the Miracle Tree Foundation was just launched in October. We have our first organization that we're helping out is an orphanage in India, which we felt important. Felt that was important because that's where all of our farms are. It's very close to our farms, and we felt like we wanted to visit that area, make sure we were doing something more than just helping our farmers, something to give back. And so that's why the Miracle Tree Foundation is there. And it's just starting. I've got lots and lots of ambassadors of the foundation already, and that's a big focus on what we're doing going forward. Yeah, without question. And the app is going to be really, really big. It's
especially amongst younger crowds.
Yeah, I don't know of any other company, and there's a lot of companies with apps, but I don't know of any other company that has a combination of the ability to go in, do all of your business in the back office with the app, promote the opportunity or products or whichever of the 4 core competencies of Life Unlimited, whatever it is that attracts the person you're talking to be able to promote and train on that. And then also have the outbound prospecting capacity with the app, sharing it in terms of the Zija Fit scenario. I don't know of anyone that has that full combination of everything put together like that. So we're excited that you're excited about it, because I think it's important for success for new groups coming in, and especially young groups. I agree with you. Yeah, it's going to be huge.
It's the whole the way everything's coming around. Young people are basically. I feel like young people, the younger generation, is going to be the bigger. They're going to be the biggest network marketers. As time goes on, it's going to prove itself.
I agree with that. I really feel like what we have to do right now is kind of train and begin to grab onto the young network marketers, the young business-minded individuals, because if we teach them now, they'll be with us for a long time.
Yeah.
That's a big part of what we're doing.
What are your biggest, I guess, comparisons or not comparisons, your biggest differentiators between traditional companies and multi-level marketing companies?
What separates us, or what separates our industry?
What just separates our industry?
Listen, as you guys are pros, so our industry, is one that is very focused on action, very focused on personal development, and so I think you've demonstrated in the conversations leadership from the beginning, training, the things that are important to you. We're trying to build the Life Unlimited concept. The Life Unlimited movement is huge. It's massive because it applies to everybody. We've put together, and this is just the early stages still, we've put together something that appeals to everybody in the 4 core concepts. And so that's what we're focused on. It's, yes, one of our focuses is nutrition in Life Unlimited. And our nutritional aspects are moringa driven. It may not always be the only product line we have, right? It may not always be just moringa driven, but there will always be a nutritional aspect to it. Active lifestyle, of course, is also extremely important. It's very appealing to a younger generation. The Gen X and Gen X mindset, for me, I think that's very, very important. And so I think that those two alone, but combine them with personal development, financial freedom, and the whole thing comes together. And so using an application, using the mindset, there's always something there for everybody that they can be attracted to. And so that's why Zija is just really starting to come into its own. And that's one of the things that we're using to leverage ourselves and set us apart from just normal business, because it does give everybody an opportunity to do something that appeals to them.
Yeah. I also like how you guys say limited life. Basically, you create it. It's you. The company doesn't press it upon you. It's the way you decide to live it. It's very. See, people like to have options.
Yeah,
So
we'll give them the viewpoint of the Lamborghini and the Mercedes for us, right?
yeah.
We'll give them that viewpoint, but it's not, as we said earlier, it's not the only thing, you know. Everyone has a different viewpoint of what's important to them. 100%.
Correct. Any questions, Danny?
No. I just try to understand the whole structure.
Uh-huh.
Because I've been around with a lot of different network marketing company. And this is the first time I saw the structure is everything in-house. Because most of the company, yes, they do have a warehouse customer service, but they never have they don't have a control of the back office.
Yeah.
Like the way we see
yeah, it's very structured.
And for me, that's very important because you can operate the business when you call in and you put in a ticket, and 3 days later they respond back to you. So
And that's actually, as you build a business, you don't know. That's one of the reasons I think it's, for me, it's really big deal because, you know, things can happen, commission can go wrong, and then you call in and 3 days later before you got anything correct, you know, and you go to a third party. And so when Zija has that in place, I think that it's a big, you know, for build a big business.
So truly, this is for the builder. So if someone want to come in to build long term, I will recommend this structure for sure.
I'm sorry.
That's great. Yeah, it's important to us. We can't control the end product or the customer support or all of those things. We can't control them if we don't do it in house. And nobody cares about our customers or our distributors like we do. So we do everything in house, and we manufacture as much as we can in house because that allows us to control the costs, which then allow us to have the flexibility. So many of the companies in our industry have no flexibility to take the business hits that come, and they come to every company, right? Whatever it is, there's something, whether it's a leadership issue or a production issue or whatever. And if you don't control your costs, you can't control the outcome very easily. Those types of hits. And so we do that because we care about long term. We're never going to be a company that sells out today for the sake or tomorrow for the sake of today. So we never ever do that.
That's good. I saw that you guys are actually already planning for the future with that new warehouse as well, and then you guys are already moving some stuff around in the older one, maximizing efficiency. It's actually really good. I've noticed a lot of companies they settle for one structure or one system, and they just stay that way. And the problem that I see with those type of companies that business is always evolving, technology is always evolving, so you gotta keep evolving with it or be left behind. And I saw that here, that it's always constantly.
Think about it. We're not, as you mentioned, you know, we're even in the United States. You know, we're doing very well, but we're not so well known as we're going to be and as we're working on right now. And so I think we can double just in the United States alone.
Once the buzz kicks in,
just in the United States alone we can double. So you know, it's perfect timing for you guys.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
I mean, yeah, it's, like I said, one thing that I really liked is Quang, Joel, and also Keenan here. Just like Keenan had told you, we had met up. We were on 2 different businesses at the time. We couldn't work together, but from the minute we met, I met Keenan, and Fernando and I met Keenan, we realized like this is one of the people we want to work with, you know? Obviously you can see him, the way he carries himself, the way he speaks, very well spoken, very knowledgeable of what he's doing. These are the type of people that we've always wanted to work with, you know? Next thing you know, Keenan gives us a call and gives us 2 more people that we've always wanted to work with, you know? Being Quang and Joel. Like it's a very good opportunity because to me, Quang and Joel are some of the people that I feel like I can learn a lot from. I feel like they're people that can add a lot of value to my life because of what they've done.
It's important.
And not only what they've done, because you know what? There's plenty of leaders that have made money. But you know what? They haven't stayed as humble as Joel and Quang. And to me, that's worth more than just flashing your money, you know? Flashing your money is not a sign of leadership to me.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we're connected with 2 people that have already made it happen in this company. You know,
Quang and Joel.
And I got to know Quang. I got to know his background, his what he's done in the past, you know, and where he's at now. And I can honestly say I respect that, you know, being able to come from where he comes from, having the background that he does, and being as humble as he is. That's very rare, in my opinion. You know.
The time is 4:33 over here in Utah. It's March 3rd still. We're about to get on the flight. Actually, we're about to check in right now. from Utah. We still got Danny. Quang just got dropped by the CEO. Keenan's right here on the right. And Louis over here on my right. It's been a blast. It's been crazy. Met a lot of people. Done a lot of things. The food was pretty good. It's a great company. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Look forward to working with these people. Keep an eye out for them. And I'll see you guys back in Cali.
It's going home time.
Anything to say before we leave Utah?
I'm gonna miss these snowy mountains.
You're gonna miss
you snowy mountains.
I'm gonna miss your snowy mountains.
Oh, and corporate. Can't forget corporate. I'll miss you corporate.
Some great people today, huh?
Yeah, man. Definitely great experience. Definitely one for the books. Game changer, man. It's game time, baby.
Yeah. No, Quang's been here a couple of times in Utah. Here and there.
This is my 4 times, and love to see people what the real company looks like.
It's great. That's what it's about. See you guys in California.
Good weather. Charlie River, boys.
Make it happen. So it's game over. Game over.
Let's go. Just got off the flight. The time is. What time is it?
I don't know. Hold on. I'm filtering.
7:20.
What time?
7:20.
It's 7:20.
Yeah, we through time.
We got an hour back from Utah. As you can tell, we're over here getting off the JetBlue plane, and now we're heading to the terminal. Maybe a quick restroom stop, and heading back home. This is Fernando from Net to Network signing off. So you got Quang, you got Danny, Quang's wife. Everyone's heading out. So what time is it? About almost 10. About 10.
Like 9:40.
Yeah, 9:40.
9:40. It's almost 10.
Yeah.
Everyone's got stuff to do in the morning, but you know,
Sacrifice.
if you don't make any sacrifices, you're never gonna get anywhere. Any closing words of advice, Keenan?
Well, I mean, it's funny that we call it a sacrifice, but when you really break down the day, what did we do? We woke up a little early, we stayed up a little late, but then we gotta travel between 2 states, there and back, meet an executive team, sit down with a bunch of millionaires, learn from millionaires, figure out how to build a business so we can, in turn, make millions and millions of dollars, and then on top of that, help other people do that. And, you know, I mean, it sounds like a sacrifice because we're a little tired, but at the end of the day, it's like...
We didn't do much.
It's fun work, you know? It's better than any job anyone could ever have, because that's the thing, it's not a job, you know? We're really having a real, legitimate business, you know? This is
Take it easy, Danny. That's Danny.
I mean, that's the guy that built a distribution base in a different company that was doing $2 million a month in distribution, you know? It's like, this is real business, so...
Exactly.
People out there that don't believe it and they think that, you know, it's just, you know, fun and it's cheap or whatever, it's like, they just don't understand it, you know what I mean?
We need a picture of us 3.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
fine.
But that's my word, so we're gonna have a really good video. I know this is at the very end of it, so you've probably already seen it. But,
I'm just glad no one's drunk.
I know.
Any fist fights or bottles flying. But it's Fernando. This time I'm really going home to the valley. I gotta go to work in a few hours.
2 days.
2
days.
I'll catch my team later. Get some rest, guys. Team Net to Network.